They're here. Coming up next, we're talking about Poltergeist. Hey, comic enthusiasts and pop culture lovers, I'm Ashley.
Sup, nerds? I'm Ryan, and together we are
Couple of Nerds. Sup, nerds? We're here. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite scary movies. We're going to be talking about Poltergeist.
Ooh.
So, when it came out, it was actually rated as PG. I don't think it should retain that. It's a little harsh and a little gory and a little scary. Don't let your kids watch that, but it's really good.
I say it's a PG-13 at least.
But I actually know a couple fun facts about Poltergeist. It's been kind of a big thing for like pop culture and everything. Everyone kind of knows Poltergeist. It's pretty quotable.
Well,
The
yeah.
whole, there's Theeeere. That's always been there with little Carol Ann sitting in front of the TV with static and everything. But so here's some really cool fun facts about Poltergeist. So, did you know that Poltergeist was actually originally a proposed sequel to Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
The movie about aliens.
Yeah, it changed over time, actually because of the director who actually took it out. Because Spielberg was originally going to be directing Poltergeist, but he couldn't because he was working on a different movie at that same time, and that movie is E.T.
What? Was E.T. supposed to be a sequel to Close Encounters?
In spirit.
Okay.
In spirit, yes. But yeah, it was actually, it was going to be more of a sci-fi thing, but Tobe Hooper, who actually is the director of Poltergeist, didn't really want to go into sci-fi, even though he did a little bit later, but that's beyond the point. So
Okay.
he wanted to make it more like a haunted house kind of movie, so that's kind of what we got today.
Definitely is a haunted house.
Yes, very much so. And we'll get to more about that in a minute. Some of the cast members actually experienced paranormal activity while the movie was being filmed. Yeah, the lead actress who played the mother, her name is Jo Beth Williams. She was actually renting an apartment nearby, and she was just renting it from these people, and she woke up one morning and all of the pictures on the wall were all tilted. She's like, oh, that's weird, okay. So she just fixed it all up and let it do its thing. She came back that evening, and all the pictures were tilted again.
Really?
And not only that, but her bed would start shaking in the middle of the night.
Maybe that had something to do with the special props.
Oh, yes, that's my other fun fact. There has been some speculation that the movie is haunted because of certain props that were actually used at the very end of the movie.
Yes.
So there is a scene in the movie where the Freeling family, they have been trying to build a in-ground pool in their backyard, and the mother ends up slipping and falling into the muddy pit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already starting to fill with water because of the rain. And she pops up and she starts screaming. And then suddenly, bodies come rising up out of the water. Corpses. Those things were not props. Those were real human bodies. They were real human bodies. Those were real skeletons of real decaying bodies. Back then, it was actually a common practice for people to use that because it was actually cheaper than making fake ones and it'd be more realistic. But nowadays it's more frowned upon because they were human beings. And it comes out later that they only moved the headstones and not the bodies. The bodies were still there under the Freeling's house.
Yeah, I always thought the message of the movie was not to be cheap about things like that and actually treat the dead with respect.
I know, isn't that kind of ironic?
Yeah, and when they made this movie, they used actual corpses. It's like, what? Come on.
Tune in every Friday for more nerdy stuff and trivia from us, your couple of nerds, only on Halloween C.